Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and Merry Christmas week to everybody out there. Christmas is on Friday, today is Monday, and man, it's just gorgeous here. I know a lot of people are taking a lot of time off, and here in Texas, man, it was like 73 degrees today and sunny. So of course I played golf. I mean, come on. It's crazy, towards the end of, or towards Christmas, and it's 70 something degrees. And it's supposed to be like that all week. Rarely do we have a cold Christmas. It can be chilly, but I think we've had a white Christmas, literally like where it snowed on Christmas Day here one time in my entire life. So not a often occurrence, although it happens around the country. A lot of you are getting crazy snow and stuff around the country. 73. That's all I could say, 73. Man, it's one of those weeks that's really fun because I take a lot of time off of work and I can get kind of caught up on organizing my collection and kind of putting ideas for videos together. And I got in today a huge Hall of Fame autograph, number 248 in my collection. 248 different Hall of Famers, and this one's a big one. And I'll show it here in a minute. But I was thinking about, I just did my top 50 cards in my collection video, posted on Saturday last weekend, and I'm thinking about doing like my top 50 or 100 autographs in my collection, because if you've seen my collection and my card, I love my cards. I'm very proud to have what I have. My autographs are way better. And that's me talking about my own collection. I'm way more proud of the autograph collection that I have steadily acquired over the last decade or so than I am even my card collection. And so let me know if you want to see that. It's been, it's kind of one of those tough things because it's hard. Some of these autographs are really hard to price. It's not like it's a card with a grade and you can call it a day, The autographs vary so much depending on what type of item it's on, how good the autograph looks, how bold is it, who it's graded by or authenticated. It can be graded too. And then I got some that are graded, some that aren't, and how do you price it? It's difficult. So I'm thinking about how to do that and work through that, but I'd love to do that video. So if you'd like to see that, let me know down below. I got a lot of cool stuff to show, not just the big Hall of Fame autograph, but some other stuff that came in the mail. So I will turn the camera around. Let's take a look at what we got because it's going to be fun. Hang on one second. All right, so first and foremost, it's that time of the year, and I get a few nice things from fellow YouTubers, and so I got a Christmas card here. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and it is from one of the coolest father-son teams. Wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas. By the way, the Ripken Jr. is not for you, haha. The Fox Crew, and I love how he spelled it crew, like Motley Crue, the band. And he did send, this is for Julie, of course. It's a looks like 2020 Topps update series All-Star Game card. Yep, very cool. Thank you. And then I got, of course, the dual customs of MP Fox and MC Fox, Matt and Mateo. They are great. MP Fox is their channel. Great father-son duo. They do box breaks and PC show-offs and all sorts of cool stuff, and they are just great. And you can just see from Mateo's smile there just how much fun he has with the hobby, and he's great on camera. And so, they're both signed on the back. I'll show them because I got a point to make. So there they are. They're both, you got MC Fox on the top and Matt down at the bottom, and they're down in Florida. And I do, my only complaint is that they are not identically serial numbered. I got 20 out of 20 up there on Mateo's and 9 out of 20. Just kidding. I don't really care. I just love having these. These go into YouTube PC I got so many cards from different guys. I just absolutely love it. So thank you guys for that. Thanks for the Christmas card and the Ripken card. Love getting that stuff. I also got a package last week from Adam. He's a brand new YouTuber. We've been chatting for a while. Become friends, and he's got a brand new YouTube channel called Raw and Cut Cards, and he sent me a bunch of he wrote me a nice note to and he sent me a bunch of cards, 56 tops, Billy Goodman, and I'm going to actually be on his channel. Hopefully in the next, you'll see it in the next few days. I'm going to do a little guest appearance on his channel, Vic Wirtz, 56. You know, he's a big raw guy, and I mean, who doesn't love getting vintage cards in your collection? Bob Kennedy, another Billy Goodman, and Mike McCormick here from 60 tops. Oop, there it is. I think Mike McCormick won a Cy Young Award. And then he sent me a bunch of 60 tops team cards. Dodgers and the Orioles and the Giants. So, very cool. So thank you, Adam, for that, man. I love it. Love getting raw cards too, as much as I love getting vintage graded. And now let's do that. Let's do some vintage cards that I got in the mail. This one is for a particular YouTuber. He'll know who he is. Zombie Collector. He loves Don Sutton, or at least he loves teasing me about getting Don Sutton. I don't know which one it is, but I got this Don Sutton for my 4-decade set. And a PSA 5, but I mean, goodness gracious, that's incredibly well centered, and I think it was $3, so $3.50, something like that. So it's like, okay, I'll just get that one. Don Sutton's not like a huge name Hall of Famer, and so it wasn't that big a deal. Just to get a lower grade, happy just to have one. So there's that. And then I got this, and I love it. This is a 1970 rolled gold pretzels Lou Gehrig, and the story behind this card is I did a showcase video, I guess, a couple of weeks ago on my 1972 Kellogg's all-time baseball greats registry set, the PSA. I have all of them in PSA, all 15 cards. And Lou Gehrig's a part of that set. And I mentioned that they're, I mean, literally identical to, in fact, I'll show you here. I'll move this one over. Here's the set I did, the 72 Kellogg's all-time greats. I mean, they're literally identical cards. And I said that these were copied off the rolled gold cards from 1970, and what I realized is I didn't have any. There happened to be some that were there were a whole bunch of them that were on auction. And the one I really wanted and I paid up for, I think, because I paid over $20 for the rolled gold, is for the Lou Gehrig, just because he's my favorite all-time player and I just wanted it. But the only difference is on the back, I'll turn this one over because it's easy, but on the back, if this will focus, is you can see it down there, Exograph 1972. So it's got, and the rolled gold say 1970. So you can tell the difference in the 2 years by the copyright on the bottom. The rolled golds are, I think they were just literally put in pretzel bags or whatever. But that 4 over there looks nice. I mean, I got a 9 in the Kellogg's and then a 4. These, again, will crack a lot. There's a crack up in the corner on the rolled gold Gehrig, so that brings the grade down. But I don't care. I just wanted to have the card, so loved getting that. So there's Mr. Gehrig, Iron Horse. And then this happened to come in today, too. Man, I've been really just searching for a well-centered, reasonably priced 1967 Topps Clemente. I don't need very many Clementes to finish my run. And so I've been kind of just eyeballing those and found this Clemente 67. Beautiful PSA 5 here. I mean, just looks stunning and love it. So got me another Clemente off the list. Love it, love it, love it. All right, here we go. Big Hall of Fame autograph. Again, number 248 in my collection of different Hall of Famers. And I'm gonna have to scoot this back because it's a bigger slab. And I don't know how to do this effectively. Let's see. It is Grover Cleveland Alexander. Old Pete. And it is authenticated by Beckett Grading Services. So this is old one because it would now say BAS, Beckett Authentication Services or whatever. So this is an older slab, so to speak. It was slabbed a long time ago. But I'm going to put this up here just so I can talk about it easier. So Grover Cleveland Alexander, man, what to talk about. He is Hall of Famer. duh. He is one of the greatest pitchers of all time. Of all time. And a lot of people, he's kind of one of those guys that's been lost to time because people think in that era, the teens and 20s, about, guys like Christy Mathewson and Walter Johnson and Cy Young. And so a guy like Grover Cleveland Alexander, his greatness is just kind of forgotten about. And it's really sad because Grover Cleveland Alexander was insane. I think he had 373 wins. I didn't look this up before. I should have. But he was just amazing. And he ended up playing for, at the end of his career, I'll never forget this story because it's from the baseball documentary by Ken Burns, but he played for the St. Louis Cardinals towards the end of his career, like the very tail end, and he was known to throw a few back, Mr. Alexander was, and he would, go out, and he had won Game 6 of the World Series in 26. I'm pretty sure it was 1926, so if I'm wrong, correct me down below in the comments, but they were playing the Yankees, he won Game 6, and he went out and got plastered and was totally hungover, sitting out in the bullpen, and they call him in to pitch late in the game, I think with the bases loaded, or it was a very critical situation in the game of Game 7. Strikes out Tony Lazzeri, then gets out of the inning, ends up getting out of the inning. Tony Lazzeri, of course, hard-hitting second baseman for the incredible Murderers Row Yankees and all that. But that was the year that the Cardinals won the World Series, thanks in large part to Grover Cleveland Alexander, again at the very tail end of his career, and just amazing pitching job in the World Series. So forgotten. If you don't or haven't ever looked up stories about Grover Cleveland Alexander or know who he is or any of that stuff, I encourage you to go look up his stats on Baseball Reference. Go read about him on the Baseball Hall of Fame page. Read about him on Wikipedia. Learning about these old guys and appreciating, what they contributed to the history of the game, I think it's incredibly joyful, and I love doing it, and I encourage you to do that. The amazing thing about all of these older Hall of Famers is they are not cheap. This autograph is far from inexpensive. It costs almost $2,000 just for this auto. So I'm telling you, and I'd gotten this at Golden Auctions, by the way. This was a Golden Auctions pickup. And that's where you're going to find a lot of these bigger name, single signed, or you can buy them in lots, all these big Hall of Famers. If you try to go on eBay, you're going to either get the screwed in price or screwed in authenticity. And so for these bigger Hall of Fame autographs, I really stick to the auction houses. I just think you're just much smarter to do that. And I like to be smart whenever I can in the hobby. And so this is one I've been needing Alexander, obviously, for my whole collecting life, and really been eyeballing him over the last year or so, and just finally said, I got to just pull the trigger and pick this up, because it was a very clean, single signed, kind of album page is what this is what it looks like. And again, just tickled to finally get it and knock that one off the list. And again, if I'm most proud of any part of my collecting at all, it's on my Hall of Fame autograph collection. And there are a few other guys that have, well, at least a few other guys that I know. I'm sure there's plenty of people that have way more than I do. There's always somebody with a bigger boat. And but I love 248's a lot. To have 248 different Hall of Famers, and adding to them now is just gotten so much harder because of cost, really. I mean, they're all, the ones I need now are all, over $1,000 a piece, so easily. And some of them are $10,000, some of them are $20,000. And so those are ones I'll probably never get, but as I can continue to add these slowly, adding one or two a year, I'm just thrilled to death. So anyway, enough babbling by me. I will talk to you guys later in the week. I got a few more videos planned. Let me know what you think about the autograph, top autographs in my collection video. I'd appreciate a comment on that, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great week. Keep collecting.